Okay, so this is my screen from the dentist's office that I set up at my house. First cleaning at home, so I'm going to kind of go through here. I found some releasable zip ties that, you know, releasable is the relative term. You can get them, they're just kind of tough. You can get these at Home Depot for a couple bucks for a pack of 10 or 15. You know, they work pretty well as long as you don't get them too tight. And if you can, there you go. You just gotta catch them with your fingernail or a small, like a small screwdriver, miniature screwdriver. Usually I do this with a regular zip tie and an X-Acto knife or a razor blade. But this way you don't have to clip them and replace them every time. They do make bigger ones that are wider. I'm doing this outside at the request of my oldest son, who doesn't like the smell too much. The bigger ones are about twice as wide and they're kind of white. So there's the screen tube. Here's a screen. This is less than 1 week's of growth, but I did have a down period of about a week and a half. So the tank sat with the screen in the water for about a week and a half and nothing happened. Just blowing power heads on it to keep the algae from dying, which worked. Wouldn't recommend it, but make sure I can get the shot here. Okay. I haven't used this bin before either. This is just a friend's. Okay, so you can't see that. So I do is I use this scraper. Little advertisement there, and just okay. You can see it when I do this. Kind of show you when I scrape one layer. You can see the greener layer beneath it, lighter green. Okay, that's not getting quite as much light because the dark green is above it. Now the thick green growth is what you want. The lighter green, the less nutrients are in the water column and the healthier the algae is actually growing. And the less often you really need to clean it. You can see that there's some red right there. It's kind of just a little red hair algae. This side that's all smushed down, you can see that it's got some variations in color and strand length. And see, I kind of go at an angle across the, rather than going straight down like this. I go at an angle. I just think it cleans it a little bit easier and a little bit more thoroughly. Occasionally there's some tough spots with that red stuff. I like to scrape that off as much as possible, but okay. So that's before I scrub it with a toothbrush, but you can tell that the algae is actually all in between here. So I've gotten most of it off, but the rest of that, you know, I'll scrub it with a toothbrush in a little bit and you'll see what I mean. But that's one screen. The other screen here. Scraped right down to the screen. This is where the slot tube actually holds it in. You can see the tab right there. Okay, so it's actually held in right about that line, so you can tell the algae doesn't grow up here. It's not. It's probably roughed up right here where it shouldn't be. I honestly don't remember, but the algae fills into the holes in between, so you still have to clean it up there every week, and you have to clean it with a toothbrush, or else it starts to block the flow a little bit. Of course, that balances out if you have enough flow and your slot tube is right. It's kind of like a self-correcting control system. Okay. Both sides clean. Clean. Okay, there is algae harvest from less than 1 week. You see that? Yep. That's about the size of my hand. Or my head. I wouldn't recommend that. Okay, so nice little ball, solid ball of algae. Probably about maybe 2 cups worth. I'm going to say on that one, maybe more than that. And the brown liquid that you see in here, that's actually diatom algae. Diatom algae grows the best, so you'll always get it, no matter what. Okay. Whoop. Okay, I tried not to knock the camera over there. I'm going to make a break here so we can go to the next part of the video.